I was advertised a late start instead, or starting basically on time. Holy Moses. Here we are.
Dire team back.
Hello everybody and welcome to the unticketed game. God damn it.
No offense.
Oh well.
Radiant team back.
Welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 16, Week 4. Today we're looking at the Cryptic team taking on the Roxy Railroad team, as Mr. Matty Boy has unfortunately suffered a ruptured being able to be here, and has now been replaced by Rada, who some of you might remember as the winning captain Season 12, and making that bracket Season 13. This team's
Professional Dota 2 caster.
also, yeah, some of you probably know him better for that. So definitely an interesting pickup for this team, which is part of why I wanted to do this, even though we've already covered both these teams live. Because I think the addition of Rada here might really change a lot of things. This team's biggest sticking point has been organization, and that could be fun. That could be fun to see how that changes the whole equation. Speaking of equations, with me here today is the Doctor of Dota, Randy.
Yes, I'm here.
And Mr. Stand-in himself, Vex. What's going on, Vex?
Yo, what up?
Just taking that long to... I was thinking maybe somebody was like, oh, remake lobby because of the ticket thing, but nope. Nobody cares.
So, time's going down.
We're probably the only ones that...
Wait, this is actually unticketed or what?
Yes.
Unticketed,
Yeah.
Do so first, man. What's Roxy gonna play?
5 seconds
Play
remaining.
Sun or something, I'm not sure. Spendro.
Dire team pick.
Very meta
Radiant
bans
team
from the part of the Cryptic lineup. Very cryptic bans from the Roxy Roro lineup, and I like that idea of knocking out two of the Cryptic classics and then picking one up yourself.
No one banned Spiritbreaker. Interesting.
It's true. But with Matty Boy gone, can you really even expect him to pick Spiritbreaker anymore? Silencer. Okay, that's interesting.
I think I can expect anyone to play Spiritbreaker, but
That's super meta.
Undying also equally meta though. Silencer first pick, kinda interesting.
Yeah, I don't think you would do that unless you had something specific in mind with the pick,
5 seconds
which is
remaining.
fascinating.
Dire team pick.
Oh,
And we're going to be picking up Cryptic Hero here. Going to get the Dazzle. So now we've got both the supports picked out on the Cryptic lineup.
I don't like these supports in this place actually. Don't like the 6-7
seconds remaining.
Silencer Dazzle. These are heroes
the-
that need to be picked later, I think.
Yeah, the Silencer here, I'm not that big of a fan of. The Dazzle here I'm okay with. The only thing you're really worried about on Dazzle is Axe. And
And 8 pickaxe is pretty common, I think.
yeah, but I don't think that is very much out of the wheelhouse of DVD. I don't think that's just not how he likes to
Not
play.
every
puzzles.
offlaner played axe. But
Well, DVD likes to play heroes that no offlaner plays, and he
Yeah,
does
he
do
played the Winter
well.
Wyvern a couple weeks ago. Maybe
He-
last week. I don't
Yeah, he
remember when that
does.
was.
Yeah, well, it was last week. He does enjoy. Like, he does do well on the more conventional offlaners, but it's just not like how he likes to play the game. He likes to go with the more wacky types. Maybe that's just what inspires him.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean,
they
hey,
got
it's
the
the
draw
old,
Undying at least.
it's the Learn Dota 2 League. You know, if it's if you're making bracket anyway, right? Why not
Dire
throw some
team
stuff at
back.
the wall, see what sticks? Getting rid of the Storm Spirit. You picked the Silencer first phase. You're banning Storm Spirit. That's really
Radiant
interesting.
team back.
Protecting the hell out of the Drow there with these bans. Getting rid of the Anti-Mage, getting rid of the Vaseless Void. It's a good sound strategy. Last time we saw the Roxy Roro Drow Ranger, It was protected very well, positioned very well, and unusually for a really, I don't want to say a first-time Pause 1 player, but for the first season as a Pause 1 player, he actually had a very disproportionately good performance. Cryptic lineup is going to get rid of the axe here, just in case. You don't want to let that through.
Really good
And
with
AA,
these
right? Like,
Undying
this is-
Spirit Breaker heroes.
If you're banning X, you should also ban AA.
Radiant team ban.
Oh, shoutouts to Mariel, who's joined us in chat today. Tidehunter ban.
Plus for A though, I don't think they'll do it. But
Yeah, it would be. It would have to be. You would either be sending Silence or AA mid, and neither of those are the most ideal thing against a seasoned
I mean,
mid player like
AA.
Adam.
Against
no,
Dazzle.
yeah.
5
I mean, if they have to,
seconds
if they have to
remaining.
pick it, it's 4A.
That's true.
No,
Just
like
assuming
against a. Yeah, I
he
got. I
chooses
got a back.
Undying. So, like, probably in an open position if they want something to counter the Dazzle. If they don't care, they don't
10
have to.
seconds
But
remaining.
It does. You do have the added
5
trick that
seconds
most
remaining.
things that counter the dazzle are also themselves countered by the silencer. Which does make these first two support picks a little bit more interesting in that capacity. Like, you know, you're not going to beat Dazzle in a by right clicking whoever he's on, right? You really ideally want to get some spells either to shut his own output down or to be able to break through the Dazzle ult. Or just like stop his heals or whatever. You're gonna want spells. Silencer doesn't like using spells. It's an interesting scenario. Of course, they're gonna go with the Dragon Knight and get me to flame the hell out of them in a week. I wanted to say good things about them.
That's not good.
FBK's
I don't like it. He
It's
will
like a
be
couple
really weak in like lane to like level 4 or 5, I think.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they're picking it into Drow, which is really interesting to me. Like, you know you're gonna be laning against Drow.
Drow Undying lane should get easy kills on this guy.
Yeah.
I think.
It's gonna be him and Silencer as well, which might change things, but I don't know. I just can't see it being that much in his favor.
Fortunately, it's not a defensive support. You kind of need a defensive support with you in lane.
Which is interesting. You know, Rada is most likely replacing Maddie on the 3. And I think the natural assumption to make would be run the Primal Beast here, right? I mean, it's pretty good against what they've got so far. Be good against this, too. Not like Primal Beast is a great hero, but I mean, that's clearly not the standard we're looking at here. They picked DK.
It's a Rada's playing support, right?
No, Rada's playing 3.
Meth
Like 3? So who's playing?
Meth is playing 3, right? Like,
Meph, Meph was playing 1 at the start of the season, or playing 3 at the start of the season, but switched to 1
10 seconds
part of the
remaining.
way through.
Oh, interesting.
Alright, we'll see what happens. So we have a Legion,
5
by the way,
seconds
like the
remaining.
most meta hero in the game right now.
It's
EDH.
interesting.
Yeah,
The LC so far in this game looks like trash. We've already seen people overestimate the LC. We had an Otto von Bismarck LC game last week where he got 0 duel wins and 1 duel loss. So,
Dire team ban.
okay, well, it was almost going to be a total Dogwater LC game, and then they picked something that's actually good
Team ban.
into for it, which is interesting. I guess they're really counting on the Dazzle and Silencer to be able to shut her down, but... Yeah, I mean... It
Is
doesn't...
it good into it? I mean, like, you can grave the Slurk and he just gets 3 stacks
10
and probably
seconds
doesn't die.
remaining.
And then he presses ult and kills everybody. It feels like
5 seconds
That's true,
remaining.
but I mean... It's like, these other guys,
Dire
you,
team ban.
you're gonna
and
have...
like he can insta cancel if anybody else gets dueled with his fucking shroud, whatever it is, shroud, I think.
That's true, but this guy's... unlike DK, who's going to be very naturally tanky, you know, it's gonna be kind of hard to...
10 seconds
like-
remaining.
Like, if you're not prepared for it when LC starts to duel, you can easily die before anybody can react to it on somebody like Slurk.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this guy's gonna just go for the Dazzle anyway.
The thing is,
More than
like,
likely, yeah.
the thing is, because you have to duel the Dazzle first, if you pick a Slark, you can save the Dazzle. So, like, there's no good dual targets anymore. It's actually a terrible pick for LC.
I guess his shard, like, saves him, I guess, right? Or
Yeah, it instantly stops the duel
Yeah,
if Shroud is put on a dual target.
Yeah.
they have to actually buy it, and this team has already done the really good Slark Shard game, don't buy it strategy.
And just Tormentor, yeah.
But the interesting thing more than any of that is potentially the impact that Silencer has on the LC. Like, you want to know a very easy way you can't duel anyone is if you get into position and you try, and then which is a major block, a major blue ball.
I think I would like some more lockdown on the Roxy team. Because right now, their combo just LC duel into Snap
10
Kiss,
seconds remaining.
and like
And multi-shot,
rest
yeah.
of them just walk up and hit people.
5
But
seconds
like
remaining.
some extra stun, some extra CC from mid.
Yeah, it's been notably a very CC dry season. We saw very little of it last week.
I wouldn't mind
Radiant
Storm,
team pick.
maybe. Leshrac is fine, I guess.
So it's banned, so Lush. Yeah,
Oh, Storm
Lush
is bad.
More of
Oh,
that,
I
like,
see, I see.
target and area damage and stun, I guess. So they're building hard on duels, which I don't know. Like, if Slurk buys short and cancels all your duels,
10
these guys seem
seconds
kind of
remaining.
useless.
Of course, you got 15 minutes to get duel before
5
that happens,
seconds
at
remaining.
minimum. And like I said, last time we saw this lineup, they had a Slark game, awesome Slark Shard game, never bought it, never did Tormentors for it, so...
I would just put the DK mid here and then pick like a aura offlaner. Because I feel like you need a pipe builder.
God, DK mid. Flame
And-
even worse.
I mean, DK is not gonna build pipe, I think so.
I mean, it can, it's just like... You know, you're losing the little damage you already do. I don't know, is there really that much wrong with it? You're already not doing any damage anyway.
I don't like it because hero is like pretty item dependent, and you need the Ags, and right now the Ags Manta is like way too good.
Call me a pessimist, but even with Ags Manta, I don't think this hero's good.
Yeah, I mean that's
You might
his
as well.
best build at least.
You can easily just sack the pick, make him stack auras.
That's like his timing. If you go pipe, you have no timing. It's like
Well, even that's I would say it's very hard to argue even that's a timing.
yeah.
Bringing it out to the very end here. Puck, huh?
Now
Oh,
select your
interesting.
I
choices.
don't like it. No. Easy dope. Easy draw silence.
Yeah.
Because if Meph doesn't buy short in this game, it's like the worst.
If he gets draw silence once, he's just dead. It's like a 5-6 minute or something. 6 second silence.
Yeah, and Puck
Just
can
gotta
definitely die
self-purge,
within
easy.
that time.
Get a purge easy. Yeah, no.
Like sure he's gonna get a Lincolns, but like still pretty hard.
If you're gonna get a Lincoln's, it's not gonna stop the draw silence.
I think they just rally behind Adam this game. 5-maned.
I've still got
Yeah,
these.
it's like if you can make the game out of reach by the time Slurk shard timing happens, it's a pretty easy game. But if it's like
But here's the thing, they can never fight into him, is the thing. So you can only run, I think. Like, how are you gonna fight into them?
Yeah, they
Pretty
don't.
hard to fight into.
I think here's the way I see this game, basically as it stands. This is such a high coordination factor lineup for the Matty Boy team, and even though they did just get Rada on hand, who is, you know, they lose the 3 weeks of experience they had with Matty, and that sucks. They do at least have the silver lining in that this guy is an organization expert. He's done this organization business before. So it could have an impact, a positive impact on their performance. Here's how I see this game going in my head. The fight starts when LC duels Slark before any of his supports are even close to him. You get the global silence, but that doesn't really matter that much because
Oh,
Slark's still gonna
Undying's
die in
gonna
the
die,
duel
maybe?
anyway. Yep. Goodbye Undying, and it's gonna be the Black Otter Undying as well, by the way. Interesting,
not
SP was
+1
unpicked. They
bad.
did not.
Alright.
They
My
did not go
first
for
blood.
that.
Blood. I've been wanting to say that since this all began.
That's a start they need, actually.
Yeah, that's a very good way to
They
start.
really need to snowball off of lanes. If they don't snowball off of lanes, this game looks rough, I think.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, I think the puck was too single-mindedly picked. It feels like it was picked specifically for the Leshrac. To a degree, the Snapfire. But those are, like, I guess the better way to say it is, those would not have been the big threats if you did not pick the puck. Like,
I don't think it's really easy to jump their backlines. Like, they have
No.
Tombstone, they have Lesh, they have, like, so much.
The battle begins.
Snapfire isn't exactly chopped liver either. She is one of the
Yeah,
tankier
it's
supports.
Strength hero. Or, sorry, Universal hero, so.
Adam is dead.
Oh,
Adam's dead.
+2 edgy.
Alright, I mean, this is what they need.
Of our eon.
and everyone tips him. I mean, everyone tips him. But yeah, it is an unfortunate scenario where the absolutely only way, really anybody in the entire core lineup except DK, who barely counts, survives a duel, is with the intervention of the supports. If the supports can't intervene, every duel's gonna win. Every duel that happens when Dazzle is dead, or that happens when Grave is on cooldown, and every duel that gets to pop out and doesn't get blocked by Global, it's gonna win. They don't even need the Snapfire ult. I'm pretty confident. Unless Slark were like Super Balls, which I mean he might. He's already kind of starting looking like that. Oh my god, 11 HP.
Try harder.
Unless Slark's Super Balls, or unless LC like really falls apart, like this guy's squishy. This guy depends on his abilities to survive, and he can't do that when he's being dueled. Not the best situation. Puck, same story. Very squishy, relies on abilities. Can't do that when you're dueled. Which definitely means Dazzle's going to have a very simple job this game. Just be somewhere, like, be around the closest core to LC at any time, and don't ever be anywhere else, or else you have no game.
Steve looking in trouble here.
Yeah.
+3 edgy.
Wow.
The start they need.
+4 edgy. Nice
Okay.
body block.
Alright,
Nope,
that's
does
unfortunate.
not get the stack. So far, mid is a complete stomp in Adam's favor. He is up many last hits. He
Yeah, that's
is.
true. Oh my god. Puck has 3 less
Oh,
hits.
holy, 13 last hits.
He was dead again, by the way.
Oh, this
God.
is bad. Alright.
Well, I guess.
I mean, they're supposed to win this game, but if this happens, then I don't know. Guess it's the
Yeah.
walk of shame now.
the only
really
downside for the
Oh,
for the
okay.
cryptic lineup is
Adam is
that
winning mid though.
yep, Carp is going down to. Drow is about to get. Okay, Drow's not going to get that kill. It's going to be Undying, but gets the Silencer up at top. One unfortunate thing about Silencer in this lane is that there's absolutely no kill potential here unless Roxy gets really out of position. So you're probably not going to see many stolen int stacks coming out of the lane for Silencer this game. Which is small when you're a support Silencer. It doesn't mean that much, but it would have been nice, you know? It's not going to stop them from going for something here anyway. Or if all they do is a little damage. Adam right now is about half a level ahead of Puck. Gee, this is really rough. It feels like this Puck just exists to just make a Leshrac sad, but it's not even doing that. Okay,
The
Tombstone.
problem is this Puck needs items to come online. He needs the Linkens, he needs like to do
Rada.
damage.
Rada didn't even attack the tombstone there. He just kind of.
This lane is going exactly how you would think.
Meth is gonna be so pissed if this game ends like it's looking like it's gonna be.
Both off lanes are getting caved in. What can you do?
Yep. Both off lanes are getting caved in, and mid is also getting caved in. It's a one-way street, though. They're not both getting caved in. That would definitely be funny, but it's not happening. Adam's half-level lead still underway here. It's already looking like this is going to be the Slark 1v5 experience. Alright, interesting cookie. Shoutouts to
DOD needs
Pages
to buy some regen.
for missing that cookie big time.
Oh
What a
no,
putz.
DOD, what are you doing?
Alright.
Fortunate.
Someone needs to buy regen in this lane.
What do you mean? Snapfire has a magic wand. That's regen.
Yeah, just pass your one to your offlaner.
True. Hey,
Well,
you know
fuck
the
it.
LC
mid.
has
Almost.
LC has a regen ability.
Yeah. She kinda needs mana for it though, which she didn't have.
At the very least, the last hits in the top lane are fairly equivalent, but the Drow leading the Dragon Knight for denies pretty heavily. This is interesting. It's hard to know what the hell this game is gonna be made into, because on both teams, the hardest person to deal with is the one that's popping off, and everyone else is just kind of crumbling around them. Shut the Drowser out's doing good. She's not the hardest person on this team. She's doing alright. But the lane she's got, it's not like super exceptional. Looks like this is going to be the tale of two individuals in this game. It's going to be the Meth versus Adam Classic. It's going to make this a lot harder to call with any reasonable accuracy.
Slark outscales Lesh, so if they have equivalent games, like the Lesh has about 15 minutes to win, and Slark will just start stomping.
True, but I think Lesh is in a better position to
I think-
get his
yeah,
team
I
to
think
the point where they
Slark-
can like do things.
Slark can't man fight this game. It's like really fucking hard. Like this hero wants to man fight and it's like
Yeah.
until this lineup it's like really hard.
Okay, this is interesting. Puck is running in on bot.
Nice
The grave? The grave? Holy lives.
Roxy's here.
Roxy's still here, both with 7-10 split goes right down the
They're
middle.
all here. Oh my god, 5 TPs.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Meth
Mm,
loses his streak to Adam, which that ain't good.
that's pretty weak. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Or at least he has 6 stolen agi. He has 6 stolen agi and has already basically knocked the LC out of this game. You remember earlier when I was like, yeah, the LC, you know, even without the supports, if she gets the duel off, if Dazzle's not there, she's gonna win it. Yeah, that's gone. That's not happening anymore. This was way too much of a curb stomp in this lane for that to be the case.
Yeah, not if you feed Slark alone,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Drow taking the twin gates back home. That's given Dragon Knight the chance to
Tower is under attack.
recuperate a little bit and is now leading the last hits. Puck is not even coming back to mid. Puck wants nothing more to do with this man, which is not good.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's going right for Bloodstone. Already has his point booster. Already has his
Radiant structures are fortified.
Blast and Blueberry.
Dire's
They're looking at
structures
Roxy.
are fortified.
He's coiled. He's
Alright.
dead.
That's
Radiant's
good.
middle tower is under attack.
Now still on it for Silencer, which is slightly sad, but what are you gonna do?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Mid T1 does go down here. I don't know, I think the priorities are almost a little skewed here. Like, getting the kill on the Drow is great. In the long term, you're going to be way more glad you got a kill on Drow than you got a kill on
Yeah, I
nobody
don't
at all.
think Drow is
But
gonna
it
be the
has to be
problem.
Adam.
So.
You have to kill this Leshrac. You have to kill him soon. You die
Or
before
just gonna
Lance into the
AFK
street.
for like 20 minutes and farm. It's good that they got the kill though. They need every kill that they
Yeah.
can get.
Invisibility. Leshrac didn't say anything when he used that invisor, and that's weird.
Adam's
Gonna,
here with
yeah,
an
pop in
Invis.
on bot.
Oh,
No duel on this
Duel?
LC.
oh yeah, not level 6.
Slark's just gonna walk away. Slark's gonna turn back
That's
around.
so
This is
sad.
nuts. He's so low. Not
That's
that
why
nuts,
you-
so he's
So you
okay.
need to tell your supports to leave you solo for a bit so you can get solo XP.
Hey, he did go solo for a bit. It's just he's that far behind.
True, but
Went to mid and steward over that for a minute. By the way, we haven't done the roll calls. 10 minutes we haven't done the roll call, so I know we got roll call fans in the audience. Here it is. On Team Cryptic, pause 1 on the Slark, you've got Meth, who's being blasted right now dying. Pause 2, you've got Carp on the Puck, or Carp.
I'll take that.
Pause 3, you've got Rada, Chi Gast on the Dragon Knight. Pause 4, you've got F Culture 3 on the Silencer. And pause 5, you've got Cryptic, now captain of the team, on the Dazzle. Meanwhile, on the other side of the coin, Team Roxy. Pause 1, captain of the team, Roxy Row is just shooting Dragon Knight in the face over and over. Oh, if Cryptic's here, this is like, yeah, just a guaranteed death.
What a rotation. Cryptic's too good.
Finally get some stolen end. Of course Adam is now here. Yep, that shallow grave was never gonna save anybody.
Roxy does this a lot. You just used to leave lane. You just used to leave lane like 2 minutes before this happens.
Pause 2, you've got Adam on the Leshrac. Pause 3, you've got Diva D on the LC, who is now level 6 at least. Pause 4, you've got Peaches on the Snapfire. And pause 5, you got Black Otter on the Undying. Take a look at the net worth chart here. Should be no surprises to anybody looking at this net worth chart. Leshrac ahead by quite a considerable margin. Slark's not far behind. Actually, Slark just took over somehow because Adam just lost a lot of net worth for some reason. Maybe he ate something. But, Adam at the top, Slark following pretty close behind. Then there's a pretty good gap, then there's Roxy. Then there's a pretty good gap, there's Rada. And then there's a pretty good gap, there's Puck and LC sitting there at the bottom.
They're going on dying here.
Yep. And Nang's going to pop ult. If he's smart, he doesn't use the tombstone unless... Okay.
Adam's here though. He's gonna 1v5.
Yeah, this is a lot for Adam to try and fight into. And he's gonna decide, no, I don't think so.
It's too tanky. They do have
Everybody else
3
is
here now though.
Yeah.
Diva.
Dragon Knight does have his ult.
Oh,
Running
Sark's
at them.
here. Everybody is
Oh,
here at
no.
Smash Ultimate. Poor LC.
Dead instantly.
It's
yeah, I
not
don't
very
know about
easy.
running into 4 of them.
He's just looking for the dazzle. And he didn't know Slark was here yet. 13 minutes, we're already having a 5v5. Oh my god, Slark is
Right
going
on the
balls to the
Roxy.
wall. Yeah, found
Okay.
Roxy, getting rid of Roxy.
Pretty good.
This Adam guy is taking care of everybody else, so. And here comes the
Yeah.
ult from Snapfire
My
to make things
God, the
worse.
snap ult.
Clean up crew.
Ooh.
Oh, Matt lives.
Yeah, Slark is walking out of here. Goes under the Watcher, but only for a second. Carp is
Carp, yeah.
dead.
Unfortunate.
he phase shifts so LC can duel him. That's pretty interesting.
And then he gets tipped.
What is this? A game of some sort?
Flark is heading right for Rags as soon as humanly possible, which is interesting. So far. So far.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Best Legion performance I've seen. Damn, Carp. No alt chat, please.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
LC's gonna get this T1 here. I mean, just because she got dumpstered in lane doesn't mean she's actually out of this game, though. She did get a duel,
Nope.
and this is what this hero means. If you get dumped on the lane, you still get a million duel wins. Did it really mean anything?
I mean, they have a ton of damage. They don't need LC to do damage in duel. Like, they have kisses, they have left shot.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking.
And you do have the
blink on
silence, so
someone.
you can stop that, but you do also have two very squishy cores on the enemy team. We're gonna be easy cannon fodder for a long time.
Bounty.
It's just a point stunner, that's all. This game.
Which obviously means that you buy X, right? On LC. Rush X.
There you go.
easy.
I mean, after Blink,
It's an interesting way for this
guess.
fight to start. Okay, they got the global silence on Adam. They're just gonna murder him.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay.
the duel!
The Bloodstone
Triple
reveal.
kill with overwhelming odds! Holy
mean-
shit. Rampage?
Rampage.
No.
Oh no, the steal.
Did you see that exact same time overwhelming odds triple kill? Holy shit, what an ability.
Yeah. I buffed it too
Well,
much, I think.
Even though it started out looking really good, I think the draft efficiencies are just playing in so hard here already. Most notably, and I hate to harp in on it, you'll notice that every time we talk about this team and its future, we talk about these two heroes. Because this guy right here, this is an angry melee creep that breathes fire sometimes. Sometimes he becomes a range creep. He is one item in, he's got Blink Dagger, and he's already having to go for BKB because he's just so far out of this game.
Dire's top tower is
And that's
under
really
attack.
ultimately...
I don't think how you play DK. Like, this is not how you play DK.
I don't. Yeah, in fairness, that's sort of true. On the other hand, there is no way to play DK in this game except have no impact and die over and over, and that's most DK
Yeah.
games.
Dire's
I don't
middle
know.
tower is under
You know,
attack.
it's the quintessential problem, and in this game, it's really rearing its head. DK has no ability to make you look at him, and every pause 3 who's like this, if you're a tanky pause 3 guy, you want everybody to be looking at you. You want to get all the attention in the world. Because you want everybody to have to bite into this big HP pool. You want everyone to have to bite into your big armor, right? You don't want to be in the situation where you blink in, you stun one guy, and then everyone runs around you, ignores you, and then just kills the other cores instead.
I mean, that was fine if they had like a Snapfire support. Like, you can say the same for Legion. Like, if there was a DK instead of Legion, you just point click. Like, that's fine for them because they have the Snapfire for the damage. But like for them, like what's the follow up to DK stuff?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
Like,
even
it's
even
really
in that
nothing.
case, you just rather have the LC, because then you actually get something out of that big stun, you know?
yeah, but like at least you have a play, you know. Right now,
Yeah.
DK just doesn't have a play.
Yeah, he has nowhere to go. He doesn't fit this team. He doesn't fit any team. Which I hate to flame it, but
What can you do?
I mean, hero no good. I know the pros are trying him. The pros are always gonna try and bring DK back. Okay, this is funny. Gonna global here.
Okay.
LC
Stop it.
really wanted to get the duel on the Dazzle there. Did not get to do that.
DK stun into no damage.
Oh no, Slurk!
Yep. They're going to use every trick in the book to try and get him out, but he actually does not make it. Duel on the puck. The Shallow Grave was already used, and the Dazzle already dead, so of course the duel
I mean,
goes
the
through. as
kisses
predicted.
itself did like the most damage in that fight. Like,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Of our eon.
Radiant structures are fortified.
At least the beast runs over the Drow in right lane, you know? At least it's like a bad lane matchup for her. You know, you get the gust, but you can't gust every second of the day. Especially not if you're silenced.
Radiant's middle
did ban
tower has
Beastmaster?
fallen.
No, I don't think so. I don't think either of these threes really play the Beastmaster.
Oh.
Adam's still, all he's sitting on right now is just a Bloodstone and Treads, and it's like, he already feels untouchable. Drow Ranger is actually second place net worth this game.
Yeah, I mean, Adam's not dying, no. Like, he got like 5 or 6 kills early game.
Yeah, no,
Just
it's
on a
like,
snowball.
and just to think they dropped so many kills in the Drow Ranger very early, and that's good, don't get me wrong. Better that she died than nobody died. But
Yeah.
a million times better if this guy
Not the
dies,
kill you
because this
want,
guy
but
is their
yeah.
whole mid-game.
You have to get kills, but not the kill you want.
Yep.
Travels, Bloodstone.
Alright, Vex, here's a pause 3 joke for you. You ready? Something I
No,
said
but
on stream
sure.
a couple of times.
Alright.
Why doesn't DK care about Pitlord?
Why?
Because Pitlord takes 35% of your damage away, but that doesn't matter for DK because he already does no damage.
Um,
We're gonna get Tormentor here. Rashar goes to Silencer, who's now gonna have the funny silencing glaze, which is a really annoying passive skill for him to be able to get. So it's not a bad shard in theory, but I would be very surprised if this guy was ever able to do 4 attacks in the span of one fight at this rate. Especially not if he walks right into the enemy team, gets dueled. Shallow Grave is going to be available this time, so the duel is not going to go through. But the effect of getting a kill on the enemy is still the
you can
case.
just take the Rex right now. There's no one stopping you.
Yeah. Of course they're not going to do that. They're going to walk away because we must troll the casters, and we must not end when we can.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It is
Guess
the
to make
sacred
this
duty of
game
all LD
interesting.
duel teams to not finish. I don't think it
I mean,
particularly
they can't
matters.
finish, but they may
Brada
go.
is
Baiting,
somewhere.
yeah.
I'll take that.
This is bait, and they're falling for it. He just, like, showed himself deliberately, and is just running around, blinking away whenever he sees anybody. They fell right for it. She was giving his team a moment to breathe.
Run at them and do nothing, I guess.
Yep.
And now the Tormentor gets pinged.
Hello, Slark Courier, never mind. They do, know where this guy is somehow. They did just exactly ping him. Of course they're not gonna check. Of course they're gonna check. This is a very ambitious duel.
Okay, yeah. It's TP out.
I don't know
TP out,
why
bro.
the team for Roxy
It's
wasn't there.
okay.
Well, he tried to TP out, and it went really well.
It's Lush.
TP out before Lesh comes there.
Yeah, there you go. The question of the day is why wasn't Lush there to begin with? Why was he walking away when it got pinged out?
Why did
Very
Lush
odd.
stay there for so long? I don't understand.
I don't know. He got his eggs. Hey, guess
Okay,
what?
Roche.
Guess what item Slark doesn't have queued, Randy?
Of course. I mean, not that it matters, because, like...
No. This
LC's
this
not
game is
fine.
super uncompetitive at this point. It's 23 minutes. There's a 10k net
But
worth
she's-
advantage.
She is a factor, but not because of, like, her being able to win
I mean, it's
duels.
just a hard outdraft, I think.
Yeah.
Simple.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
You run something like if the DK is a similarly tiered hero that at least is going to do well. Like if he's a Mars or something who's about as bad as DK, and he's at least able to counter the Drow, so you don't need to constantly pull people into that lane, you know? You got
Dire's
that
middle
at
tower
least.
is under attack.
Instead of getting countered by the Drow, so he loses lane and then doesn't do anything. By the way, shoutouts to Howler, who's joined us in chat. I hope you're not trying to get banned from here too. It'll probably end about the same way.
Oh.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Bounty.
Adam has now finished his SNK, so now he can play. Now he can play Metal Slug.
Mesh and Roxy are farming together here. Very wholesome.
Yeah, this is the greatest two ships passing in the night I've ever seen. I like Roxy's decision here, trying to go for the Frost Arrows as soon as possible, and I think that's strategically that's a good idea. You're just not going to be the damage of this team at this rate. I mean, if you are, it's going to be because the game has gone on a long time, but it hasn't swung in the enemy team's favor, right? So the Ags is a nice win-win. It helps you deal with the annoying regen and the annoying healing that the Radiant have. It's going to help you be sort of an escort fighter for Adam and Diva D. But at this point in the game, again, even though it just got completely shattered in lane, donated Slark, a million agi. Does not matter, came right back. And again, we mentioned this last week, but I really have to bring up once again the perseverance factor of the Roxy team. The ability for these guys to just not get shattered when things go wrong, it's really notable. It's happened multiple games this season, where things start off looking just as bad as possible, but they don't shatter.
See, I don't think this game looked bad though. Like one lane looked bad. Adam was owning mid from the start, and he's still owning. So like that, if
Hey, that's
Lesh
true.
was like getting owned, then maybe you could say like this game was going bad. But
I mean,
they,
this
they
game was
realized
just a
that-
mid-def actually, because like both
Yeah.
off lanes just fucking got fucked, I guess. So.
Yeah.
it's more of like an equivalent start, honestly, because Adam had a
But the,
equivalent, if not better, start than Mef did.
The turnaround at mid, to a lesser degree the safe lane, did happen like later on. Adam ended up having the same start that that Mef did. He did come out of lane with about equivalent money. But when things started, you know, it's easy to forget that this started out with like the Matty Boy team, sorry, the Cryptic team going like, you know, 6 or 7 kills in a row before they let one fall. They got a lot of damage in. And Carp was falling behind, sure, but he wasn't out until the first
Radiant
death.
are scanning.
And even then, the pessimist in your mind always had to say, well, it's not necessarily, you know, they could just bring the Dazzle in at any time or whatever, right? Letting Slark, who is really the problem on this team, get like uber fed at the start. The LC just looked like just donating permanent agi, which is a really big thing, right? It looked bad. It, you know, even we were saying like, okay, it looks like this game might not actually go how we predicted it, just because of that. But you know,
The drop was way too bad.
yeah, there we
It
go.
didn't even matter how the LC lane went.
DVD did persevere, he kept his head in the game, and personally was able to turn around his ungodly fortunes. Got a ultra kill to start things off. That's not a good start. I don't know what is. Understood the cards they stole in the pocket and let themselves keep going. And again, you know, okay, yeah, they're gonna
Not
drop
killing
a
him.
lot. Yeah, they even dropped the global silence. It doesn't even take the first life. Oh my god, Pages is gonna take the first life. Never mind. War staff coming out there. Very good.
Yeah, the silence on
God.
Puck.
The Black Otter Force stuff, too good.
Yep. DK is gonna buy. Adam's making a million split earths.
Yeah, this constant no-go zone.
Oh my god. Slark almost just stood in it.
It's like an underrated reason why Lesh is such a godly tower pusher. Like, he can, like, bother uphill so effectively with Meth.
Yeah, Meph is going in here. He's starting things out. Good positioning on the Dragon Knight, but he's just so far down it
Structured
doesn't matter.
fighter.
Yep, Slark just running off trying to chase the back line. They're going to take the Undying.
Oh,
Close to
proc.
profit.
Marks and Shiprock, unfortunate.
Have a little humility. 2 buys come out on Radiant.
Bottom tower
Dragon Knight
is
and
under
the
attack.
Dazzle come out there. Vex, good news. I don't think you're playing tonight.
Nice.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Was he supposed to be playing?
Yeah, if this game went on too long, DVD would have had to leave and he would have had to step in. But
Yeah.
Oh.
this game is basically all done at 30 minutes, so.
Barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Shadow Ranger is BKB mostly done. Reason the snap. Tying the drum of this. Look at just the items, you can really see the story of these two teams this game. It's like add one of them. I didn't even notice that. The Slark has what feels like
Okay,
pretty much the
LC.
same- Oh. LC is gonna hit BKB and walk away. The Slark inventories, just got that BKB coming out here. BKB into Scotty, that's a very optimistic quick buy, I must say. Well, this is gonna be an awkward meeting if these two actually get to go at it. Nope. Slark is gonna walk off, go to that camp. And get spotted. And interestingly, is going to make the decision that he can actually take the Leshrac, but
Oh, God,
oh no.
You're stuck here, my friend. Oh.
Oh, never mind. Cancel
Right
the
into the
oh,
Legion.
no.
Oh my. That is a modern tragedy.
Yeah,
This stupid area, why is this in the game?
oh, just to get Slark stuck there.
Yeah, it's just to troll people. It's like the only reason.
Top tower is under attack.
Last T3 under siege here.
Structures are
Surprised Dire doesn't fortify their own structures to counteract that. Not like they particularly need to. New wave coming in here anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they have no counter map pressure either. Like, realistically, in like a game that's competitive, you would have your carry hitting a side lane right now, and like at least pressuring a tier 2. But
Well, Carrie was trying to hit a
any-
side lane, and that's how this
Well, he was-
started.
He was hitting it before they were pushing though, which is
Yeah.
the issue. Like, you have to see them commit to a lane and then push the other one. So either like they TP and stop committing quite as hard to that lane, or they don't and maybe lose at tier 2.
Well, I think we've all learned a very valuable lesson here today. Don't pick DK. Max, what do you think?
I mean, don't pick DK if you're not me.
Yeah, there we
Yes.
go. I mean, I'd love to say more about this game. I really would, but like, the DK just, it was the anchor.
Entire team ban.
Welcome, on YouTube anyway, to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 16, Week 4. Still no Season 16 tickets, but at least we have a Season 15 ticket this time. Today, still got Randy, Dr. Dota,
Yes.
still got Vex,
Mm-hmm.
still got the new Cryptic lineup, still got the Roxy Road lineup. Last time, the Cryptic lineup got so outdrafted, it wasn't funny. Let's see if they can address some of those issues this time.
5
Yeah,
seconds remaining.
First big DK.
Yeah, there we go.
Entire team ban.
One of the things I talk about sometimes is strategic and tactical. There are differences between those word skits.
Radiant team ban.
You can basically broadly say that the strategic layer is your outmost, your biggest picture, and your tactical level is going to be, in this specific case, like how your team fights are going to be happening, how your itemization is going to be going down.
10 seconds
And I think
remaining.
the big issue with the Cryptic lineup in the last game was a major fall apart on the tactical scale. You just, you had 5 heroes that are going to be broadly,
Radiant
up at
team
pretty
victory.
similar times. You have 5 heroes who are going to be wanting to play the aggressive pushing game. So from a strategic standpoint, at the very least, it's sound. But even though they they go together on that strategic layer, on that tactical level, they fall apart very badly. They don't go together with each other at all, and they don't really respond to any significant degree to what the enemy team is putting out.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Radiant
Come on,
team
Radiant team, you gotta pick 'em right.
This time, there's not going to be any faffing
Nice.
about.
Yeah.
Yep, immediately going to be taking the Snapfire, which is both good for the Undying and a good preemptive answer to the presumptive Drow Ranger that's coming out. So we're already starting on a better foot.
And you have damage
10
from
seconds
your
to pick
support.
hero, you
Alright,
moron.
Vex, you've cast it a million times. What I always talk about when I talk about Snapfire and Undying.
Dire team pick.
What do you talk about?
Drow Ranger.
Yes. Oh, they're going to steal the Drow even.
Oh.
I always talk about something very specific with this matchup.
It's terrible. Like,
Well, the thing I always say is that everyone always sees the Snapfire Undying matchup in the light of, oh, Snapfire breaks a tombstone, right? But in reality, Snapfire really scrambles Undying's eggs in a lot of ways. The Snapfire's positioning in fights is usually going to be, and position in lane as well, is usually going to be such that Undying is not really going to be able to affect her at all. And Snapfire is really good at engineering scenarios wherein, you know, the fights are kind of short and brutal. You do have the artillery barrage for the longer works, but you want short and brutal fights. And you can make that happen very easily in a way Undying can't stop. So even beyond just getting rid of the tombstone, you have a lot to answer this hero with in your strategic and tactical.
Here's this good. Universal hero.
Gonna be running a Bloodseeker here, which is interesting. Very early pick on the Bloodseeker as well. Definitely,
He's been playing it a lot.
definitely would not be a bad idea to get a nasty offlane up here, or at least get an offlane where Bloodseeker's gonna find it very hard to farm.
5 seconds
As
remaining.
one consistent failing we've seen with this hero so far in this tournament is that when Bloodseeker falls behind, it is very difficult for him to do anything substantial in the course of the game. He is one of the worst heroes to fall behind with, unless you've got just like an incredibly obvious rupture target like a
Radiant team
Bangalore or something. Gonna ban out Tidehunter. Tidehunter's a little interesting because notably I think Rada has picked it a lot more than he's played it. It's been a major fixture of Rada teams over the years, particularly his Season 13 team,
10 seconds. Dire team
Wheel Snipe Selly. Gonna be banning out the SB. Which is interesting, because the only SB player on this lineup is Black Otter, and we already have a hero for him, so it's a little odd. I guess they're making absolute sure this is their lane.
10 seconds
Randy, what do you
remaining.
think?
That was
Radiant
banning
team back.
Spurtbreaker.
No, what do you
It's
think
meta.
about the Drow versus Bloodseeker puzzle matchup?
Terrible for Row. Because as soon as Bloodseeker gets BKB, like, you just wait for the gust and then run at you.
It's true.
10 seconds
Of course, like I
remaining.
said, we have seen plenty of games where the Bloodseeker has fallen behind enough in lane where that
5
BKB doesn't
seconds.
come out.
Team back.
Certainly would not be. With that being said, I think the worst idea in the world to draft something that is going to have some BKB penetrative type effects. An Axe, Enigma, even Bane potentially. I know Bane is not the most popular hero in the LD2L circles right now, but if you're concerned it's that would not be the worst idea.
Radiant team back.
I kind of like the Axe into Bloodseeker. He's kind of blows himself up pretty quickly, because he's got a... He does a lot more damage than he's able to take. And he probably doesn't want to spend a team fight playing with you instead of getting to run around freely.
5
Could also get an
seconds
LC for largely the same benefit. And of course, comboing up the Snapfire with the LC. And while the bad Posla matchup will still exist, and while if you take all the toys off the field, then the original statement still stands, you can get rid of that statement. I think you can amend that statement to the point where it's like, even with the BKB, he can't cleanly just run up to Drow and start smacking her.
Radiant team pick.
Night Stalker is also gone. They must think you're in the game.
I mean, imagine buying Night Stalker right now. Heroes like literally bottom 3 or something.
Very sad.
10
Interestingly,
seconds remaining.
very big variety hour on the part
Okay.
of the
Why didn't they
Dire
pick Oracle for? Isn't it Cryptic Special?
It's because it's banned.
Yeah.
Oh, it's banned. Oh,
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be banned. That is going to be a first ban against this team every single game if whatever teams are playing against are smart. Do I like the Pugna here? I think the Pugna here is alright.
5 seconds
It's
remaining.
not going to do anything about the Rupture, but the Rupture is not the scary thing about the Bloodseeker in this game, at least not yet. Kind of vulnerable to the big silence, so something's going to have to be done about that. Here comes the Page's Techies.
I think it's good if they pair it with a Storm Spirit or something.
Yeah, you could definitely build off of this, but the ability to Decrepify in this game is going to be very annoying for this Roxy Roro lineup so far, which is nice.
Team pick.
I like that pick.
They're going to try and counteract it a little bit with the Darkseer, who's another guy you can just kind of run up to Drow.
I like this. Techies Darks here.
This is really a big advantage that you get when you have the first pick, is that
10
number 8
seconds
overall
remaining.
pick. If the enemy team, like they picked the Drow to deny it to Roxy, but it's already kind of looking like maybe the play was to just let it through. Honestly,
Yeah, F's not gonna have a good time.
no. Even with like the Axe or the Enigma or the LC or what have you, it's still going to be pretty tough.
It's like one Rupture into Techies, blast off into Wall or something.
Now the good news is that Carp's field is wide open, so if Carp picks a more carry type hero in this position, then you've got 4 heroes basically countering
I
one.
think you should pick like Storm or something. Storm is fine in this game. Oh, they banned Storm. Never mind.
Should not pick Storm, especially if they've already banned it.
True. I mean, I guess Ember is fine.
And Ember definitely could be cool here. Something that's going to punish, or at least stop, the mobility on the part of this enemy team would be very, very, very nice to have. And Roxy has done a good job, or Adam, I suppose, is picking for this team, has done a good job banning out a lot of the most annoying heroes for that particular instance. Unfortunately, Cryptic has also done a very good job banning a lot of the heroes for that particular scenario.
Dire team ban.
Legion command.
They are ultimately going to bring out the LC here.
Could be the Legion. Interesting.
I like it, I think. At least so far. She doesn't fear anything on the entire enemy team.
ban.
And you have a very easy couple of ways to
Dire
cheat a
team
duel.
ban.
You know, Pugna can Decrepify and suck. He doesn't need to Decrepify the target. He can Decrepify you if you look like you might lose. Snapfire, of course, can help with the cookie, can just ult right on top of it. And so far, you know, like I said, you've got Undying, who's not going to survive a duel. You got Bloodseeker, who is very unlikely to survive a duel. Darkseer doesn't do anything in a duel. Techie just dies if he's in it. So far, this LC does not really have any particularly good answers. It's definitely a good idea here, and it's going to help take some of the heat off of Drow. Just desperately needed here. What do you think, Randy?
Good Legion game. It's kind of, I guess, dependent on what
Dire team
Roxy picks last, but of course, you know.
I'm assuming it's
Yeah,
Roxy
of course.
Bloodseeker, isn't
So,
it?
no, I mean what Roxy picks last.
Yeah,
for
Roxy
Adam.
is a team, yeah.
Yeah, Roxy team. 'Cause
If only people went with themed names so we could make that distinction. Well, Adam's picking anyway, so.
10 seconds remaining.
Get rid of the Zeus Invoker here. I don't think I like either of those picks, honestly. I feel like Bloodseeker just eats both of those guys.
And Ember would be fine. I think Ember or
Don't say Void Spirit, don't say Void Spirit, don't say Void Spirit.
Void
Okay.
Spirit is banned.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's banned.
Zeus would be okay.
He's also banned.
That's banned. No.
Yeah, I don't like the Zeus anyway. I feel like Bloodseeker just gets to kill him a million times without any recourse. Bloodseeker can easily just kill him and then just kill Drow.
I think for him to get to him, it's like a lot for him to get through.
I don't know if it's really all that much, especially when he has the Surge on his side. And even when you're not sitting with a million thirst stacks, you still got that on you.
Like a lot of bursts with Zeus though. Like with Pugna Zeus.
Yeah, they do.
Not
They do
far.
have that aspect, which is nice. It is certainly making me think that if we do get the Ember Spirit, and I do think that would not be the worst idea in the world, that
Okay,
Adam's
grab
gonna
it.
take it.
That's
Actually,
pretty
never
nice,
mind.
yeah.
Alright.
Easy grab, easy grab.
Yep. The downside of this is that this Ember Spirit offers nothing that the rest of this team doesn't already have. Basically, it's a total deny pick. It's like if you want a guy who just skips around a fight, rushes in, and picks Huskar. Oh my God,
Huskar.
the balls on this man! I love it
I mean-
actually.
Yeah, against Ember. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like
good against
you get counter
Ember.
matchup against Ember.
It's good against Ember. It's good against the Bloodseeker because he can just blow him up. I mean, he has to worry a little bit about the rupture, but I mean, so many rupture targets going to be hard for him. And he should be blowing up the Darkseer as well. He has nothing to worry about. The wall versions of Huskar don't get the burning spears.
I mean, technically Adam should have a really bad time in lane, but we'll see if that actually happens.
I like this. I think I like this. The only thing I don't like about the Cryptic lineup here is the Drow Ranger. The Drow Ranger was definitely a deny pick, but it's funny because it's like the Cryptic lineup picked Drow as a deny pick, which didn't really help them in the long run. And now you've got Adam who has to play an Ember Spirit game to Huskar LC. I don't know. Poor Meth is gonna definitely be the other guy in the show this game. He's not gonna have anything to do here. That's the downside. The upside is I really like the rest of this lineup. It's definitely a big turnaround from game one. I feel like there's a lot of eggs in similar baskets down there on the Roxy Railroad team. I don't think it's necessarily over, but you know, you got to make some
I
observations.
like
in
all
this-
the Adam names.
Yeah. You
Adam,
got
Radam.
Adwanum, Adam, Radum, Fordum, and a Sculpture 3.
Classic, classic.
You know, one notable thing about this, for example, is that the way these team fights are going to go, what's Undying going to do? He's going to put down a tombstone, and then everyone's going to run 10 miles away from it, you know what I mean?
That should be a closer game, I think. In terms of drafts only, but we'll see how lane goes.
Yeah, I think if the lanes go the same way as last time, then the Radiant's in a much better spot. If Meth is able to just completely dominate in his lane, if he's able to stomp the yard with the Drow Ranger into the Pause 3 Darkseer here, which is not going to be easy. That's not the easiest lane to win. But if he's able to hold his own, if he's able to pull out some W's against the off lane here, if he's able to not sink, even if things are hard for the Huskar in lane, which they shouldn't be. It's Huskar Ember Spirit, that's not too bad. Even if things are kind of hard for the LC, which again, I don't know if they really should be. They've got a much better platform with which to turn it around in this game. I'm gonna be smoking, gonna be doing the exact opposite of what happened in the last game here. As the Roxy Roro lineup has smoked into the opposing jungle.
30 seconds to battle.
You see the Pugna, right? I think, on the edge.
Thank you. And they know the smoke got
Definitely see
popped
the
when they went
draw.
down there. Page's smoke
Right.
popped.
Should be first blood if you look so. No?
Okay. Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
Meth.
mama.
The battle begins.
Who's that blowing the horn?
Well, he did at
yeah.
least approach this in such a way that it's going to be hard for them to chase. Kind of came at it at a very weird oblique angle.
They also have 0 stuns.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
If
I
you
mean,
were
there's, like-
taking back to level 1, but
There's like almost no stuns in this entire game. It's like you've got the cookie, you've got the duel. Oh dear. You've got my headphones cutting out again. Crap. Oh, no. You've just got the music in game cutting off and everybody in Discord getting really quiet.
Oh.
Guys, when I say my headphones cut out, say something!
I mean, you had the music from the game, you know.
No, I didn't. The music just randomly
No?
cut out and no sound effects are
Oh.
playing. Maybe that's what happened last time. I kind of suspect that might have been what happened in the last recording I made. Just my headphones didn't really cut out, just all the audio just came to an end. It just sounded like it. So far, this lane is a lot rougher for Roxy than the last one was. Already, I mean, it's Bloodseeker, so it doesn't matter that much. It's already pretty low. He's already having to go through some of his bigger consumables. Black Otter is not able to do much here. Both the folks in mid are very low already. Dro's actually at the top of the net worth. Oh wait, no, I have it. There we go. Dro's actually at the top of the net worth chart so far, which is a good start here. I mean, it's kind of hard to see how that's going to change. It's 2 minutes. Or now it's not going to change. It is 2 minutes against the Darks here, but
Not worth this a thing yet.
I meant last hits, yeah.
Oh, last it's okay.
Oh, don't drop.
Oh, nice. Got her bless.
Meanwhile, DVD dies somewhere else.
You've just achieved first blood.
Oh, Rada is still gonna die.
Yeah.
Blood grenade.
I think Rada should have just turned
Actually,
around.
doubles. That's not great.
And fought the Bloodseeker, maybe.
Rada should have leveled his W, I think. It's gonna be really hard to exist in this lane without your W.
And you don't level 2 regardless.
It's true. Well, if you had it there, he wouldn't have died.
I think if he just fought and proc some passive.
Yeah, it could have
then-
been potentially the case, but you're just you're farming at that point, farming for RNG, playing the lottery.
I think you get it in like 3 hits.
So far, the looks like a little bit of a repeat of history here in the offlane. Even though the matchup is much better for DVD this time, it's not going so great. Again, still fairly early, but it's slightly disproportionate so far, I must say. 16 last hits on the Drow Ranger to 3 on the Darkseer.
Draw also has 10 denies, so it's not going great.
Now, the good news is Rada and Snap aren't doing too hot up here, but the good news for them is they don't need to. DVD already kindly, helpfully let them know last game that you can turn that around, as I'll see. Very unfortunate situation there as for Carp, as Adam is forced to back all the way to spawn, but it doesn't matter because the creep wave is in such an awkward spot that Carp can't actually hit anything. Carp is leading for last hits, and he's leading for denies. Both of these things are good.
I mean, this Huskar is supposed to shit on the Ember, but like this is just skill diff.
Damn.
Yeah. What can you do?
We're very dead.
Nice try.
Alright, rip on dying, yeah.
Nice try.
That's really good for Rada, actually. It's a good turnaround from where his position was. I mean, you say it should be a massive stomp for Huskar, but I'll be fair enough to say Huskar's an entire level ahead of Ember Spear right now, even if the last hits are fairly close.
Yeah, in terms of last hits, I mean, like it's like way too close.
I don't think Carp plays much of this particular hero, and of course Adam plays all kinds of
Yeah.
Ember Spirits, so it's going to be part of it.
Ember. Yeah.
Definitely, this is like totally fine, honestly. I don't think I care that much if I'm Huskar here. I'm just happy to be in the game, you know? Cryptic and Peach is scuffling in the jungle here.
Kinda gonna get rough on the draw now, because Ember's gonna rotate in like 2 levels. 1 or 2 levels.
More than likely.
And this draw is definitely gonna die.
He's rotating right now. At least he's rotating to where the rune here is. Oh, he didn't drink. He didn't drink the charge he had before he picked up the bounty rune. This man is scuffed. Can we just make it so that if you have a bottle charge and you pick up a bounty rune, it just goes back to 3 charges? Like, what would be the downside of that?
I don't know. I mean,
Just take
I
out
think it's more awareness to use the charge beforehand. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is like, why do we need to why do we need to make that a thing? It's just like
If you have 1 charge, it goes to 3 charges.
Yeah.
'Cause it fills up 2.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's too
I'm sure there's
complicated.
some crazy interaction that would happen because of that would break the game entirely.
Too complicated to code. Sorry.
Some guy would win TI because of that. Somehow. Cannot have that existing. Ice Frog, if you're out there, keep it in mind.
Don't make Dota players' life easier. You don't want that, you know.
Yeah, that's true. I'm in a little trouble down here. He's gonna be fine. It is noticeable that while Rada did get the revenge kill, and while he has matched up the last hits pretty well, notably he is down a level compared to the Bloodseeker, even though his support is also down a level here. So both members of the outplane and the XP deficit. Not the best thing in the world.
Ember's here.
Pages and the ooh,
Very nice. Huskar also rotated.
Ember Sasted. There's no way that guy dies.
Pages and the Techies and the Pugna have a little fight at the Wisdom Rune. Pugna takes the rune, Techies dies to a neutral creep. It's better than dying to the Pugna, in fairness. It's just sad. Darkseer can't even have this.
Darkseer is having way worse of a game than I thought.
Yeah, this is not good for him. I mean, it's Darkseer against Ra. If you really think about it, ultimately, what does he do against that? Like, he's
But
great
he
against
doesn't get
melees.
stomped in lane. You should still get last hits and be fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, Drow can just bully the creep you have Ion Shells on.
I don't think he did the double ion shell wave thing that you do on Darkseer. Because
Very sad.
yeah.
Huskar's still a whole lot. Okay. Lockout are gonna take another spill here. This guy's still got an entire level over Ember Spirit, and he's in fact tipped the man, the only true min this league. Ember Spirit is at this point. Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh my god!
Nice
This is
one.
crazy!
Holy.
Not
Holy
regen,
timing.
I guess.
Radiant's middle tower.
He's got a regen rune.
There's a regen. Oh,
You hate to see
so
it.
sad.
And with his regen rune, Ember Spirit is
Probably go bottom with
no,
this.
he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not.
Alright. You
Man
really
can't
should.
decide. Bot T1's about to go down here.
There's nothing to do mid. He's just losing on levels and not getting farm. Instead, he can just go bottom, kill this draw.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Techies is just attacking Ancients. Well, the first tower in the game to go down is the T1 Dire bot. It's not something that usually happens in a Darkseer lane, but here we are.
I think Ember could have saved Darkseer's game. Like, remember when
Really?
Ember was top? Like, Ember rotated top and nothing happened. If that was bottom, that was like game saving for Darkseer. But it's kind of hard for the Darkseer to recover now.
Sage is
He
getting
wrote it
bullied
down.
over here by Carp. He's...
Oh, that was a good.
Oh.
That was a good juke.
Ouch.
Yeah, good
That-
juke there.
I mean,
He
this is what happens.
Yep. he pretended that. Oh my god, he's gonna live.
Should be dead. Oh no!
10 HP because of the tango. Adam just can't kill the man. Just needs to get that armlet
It's
already.
still rough. Yeah.
It was a good juke there in the way that he like threw out a second remnant to make Carp think that he was jumping to it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He was not, in fact, doing that. So this time, the cool didn't happen.
Dire structures are fortified.
I'll see level 6 here. I'm surprised she didn't just duel that. Honestly, I think she just wins it. Sapphire has no
way
cookie.
too free off her game actually. This draw should be having like more people in this lane, killing her.
Instead, she's killing Darkseer.
Very sad.
Look at the net worth chart. Yeah, that is not the best thing to see in the world if you're a part of Team
In a
Roxy.
game where draw is like pretty uncertain, it's not good. Okay, at least the Oscar died.
Yeah. They do take pages at least. Another life has been squandered. Honestly, it wouldn't be, I think, the worst idea. We've seen at this point how Adam likes to throw out his remnants. They always seem to be
Dire's
in
middle tower is under attack.
this general region around where this random kobold just died. You could have LC come in there to start a duel and him, get a very free win, and
Oh, he's
very
going
good kill.
bottom.
Yep.
Finally.
He's going bottom. Drow smells the rat and TP's to top.
Sad.
Gonna get duel here. Gonna be pretty easy. Very good combo with Snapfire and LC.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Stand
last
duel.
game as well. Gonna be the first duel win this game.
Is under attack.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This is a very awkward scenario because we have a dual win here on the LC, who is second place net worth chart. You remember? You guys remember what I was saying earlier about Bloodseeker?
Dire's
About how he's one of the heroes where if he falls behind, it's pretty tough for him to recover. Well,
I mean-
Bloodseeker is sitting under any core on the enemy team right now, and he's sitting 2 grand under the Drow. Holy crap, Huskar is nuts. This is a good example of what I was talking about here. The ult from the Darkseer is literally nothing to Huskar. Okay,
Draw?
way
There's no way
cocky.
you do this on draw, but he did it. so
Yeah, way cocky on that front on Drow, which is pretty unfortunate. He's a top
Pretty
net worth of the team. He
interesting.
can't be making plays like that.
Oscar should also be dead.
This is an unfortunate situation where it's very clearly communication issues happening there. These guys expected
don't
the whole
know
team to be going
What
for
that
them.
was.
These guys expected the whole team to be going with them on that, and they had 3 people who weren't there. Now, the result, Bloodseeker, who should still be behind, has
Dire's middle tower
overtaken Huskar. Has briefly fallen back down, though you can assume with Huskar dead, it shouldn't be too hard to get that back. Mid T1 for Dire, also going down here. There's 2 towers gone on the Dire, with none gone on the Radiant so far. Which again, not usually what happens in a game with the Darkseer, but
I mean, I really think Ember would be top net worth if he just went bottom with that
Radiant's middle tower
force
is under
gank
attack.
and just killed the draw. Instead, draw is top net worth.
it's very sad. 3-man smoke here, Drow, LC, Snapfire,
Radiant's
all
bottom
looking for
tower is under
food.
attack.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
ping out this way. This is
The
where Darkseer
DVD.
is.
Yeah.
They can blink duel this guy if they see it.
It's gonna be a question of actually seeing the
Yeah,
guy,
it's
but
no mana.
smoke just broke. They know he's close, but
It's
nope.
gonna walk away. Oh, maybe?
Yeah, they know what camp he's in. He's gonna try and get out of here. Oh
Alright,
my god.
alright. Nice.
So close to him just running away, but nope, duel goes out there.
Fats in the fire. Too late for you. Fats in the fire.
20 duel damage on LC.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Every LC duel win, we get closer to the unenviable reality for Bloodseeker, where he can try to run up to Drow, and then LC just right-clicks him, just kills him before he gets
December's game is so rough now.
Bottom tower.
there.
So sad.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Bloodseeker coming down to the bot lane here, getting scanned out.
I mean, he just kind of stayed mid for too long.
Yeah, he
like,
stayed mid and like got hit by Huskar and just like almost died 2 times. Instead of just like
Can't catch the
going
guy.
bottom.
He outlevels Huskar now, but I don't.
Huskar needs
I mean,
enemy has rune.
there was like no way you stayed mid at that point.
Yeah, this is a double damage. Huskar is dead.
Yeah.
Yep. Combination of rupture and vacuum actually puts him away here. Oh my god!
Alright.
Very ballsy duel, works out.
Nice.
Chad.
Nice one.
Chad.
Being a
Giga.
Chad, look at this! Pugna is
Peaches. Double.
her best here.
Oh my.
Just hit someone.
Oh, Drow coming up for
Life
cleanup.
steal. Alright. No life steal for you. Okay.
Good Gus didn't get the
Sorry.
person it needed most, unfortunately, but
The Drow is still not dead and
Odd
gets a
little
kill.
fight there.
Yeah.
That's very weird.
you know, on one hand, that was horrible for Huskar. That just lost him a lot of money for basically no gain. And now he is at the bottom of the core net worth chart by a pretty considerable margin. It's very unfortunate. They really need somebody else needs to stun the Ember Spear before there's anything happening there, else he's just gonna walk into his death repeatedly. Upside, Drow gets killed, Drow gets kills, dual damage goes out. Money changing hands definitely favors the Dire, especially Adam in particular. But strategically, that was a win for the Radiant.
Yeah,
I think they got more out of it.
I think Drow team won there.
Bottom tower's under attack.
Ember has Maelstrom now, but
Yep.
recovery mode now. While Dark
They-
gets to, or Radiant gets to exert the pressure.
They really just need to get the duel on the Ember Spirit. I think the way they start making this like a decisive win is they duel the Ember Spirit. 'Cause he's guaranteed to die. Like basically, unless something really stupid happens in the way to getting it, if they get the duel on the Ember Spirit, 100% dead. They don't need to be farming on the LC. I don't think at all. You're gonna be winning plenty of duels.
I think that would be nice, but any duel that he gets right now is nice.
That's also true. But if they want to turn it from something really nice to something
It's
really
like right now,
game-changing-
Dire's in the pressure to like do something.
well, this sucks.
All of this is like really good for Radiant.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It's good
attack.
strategy here, just constantly having the 3 and under club circling around the LC when duels up.
Still don't have the bottom tower. They have to get this, while the Radiant can occupy their jungle.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Put some vision down.
At the very least, bot T1 on Radiant side is finally going to go down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Huskar is trying to farm his way back into relevance, but it's very slow.
Just needs to go with this team, honestly. The hero just doesn't
Yeah.
farm.
Yeah, it doesn't harm him unless he's killing heroes.
He just needs to walk in with this team.
Couldn't do much about Radiant's bottom tower, could ya? Dire's top tower is under attack.
Zero Row just running right at this.
TPs.
Everybody TPs this
Yes.
T2.
Just need to get back and
Oh my god, they spotted Pages. Now Pages sniffs it out this time.
right. Got the ward.
Just immediately when things look bad, just comes with the team. Uh-oh, Huskar just walked under vision, does not know it. Luckily, he does not go for his baser instincts and walk into all 5 of them. Huskar with team.
Is under attack.
They're gonna use skills on the fake Huskar.
I don't know what this is. They just need to pressure tower. I don't know why they're
Middle tower is
like walking here. They don't even have vision to put down, do they? They have one obs.
Yeah, they have one obs, they didn't even put it.
Yeah.
It's a very clean looking enemy jungle if you're the Cryptic lineup. And the good news is that all 5 members of the Dire were there doing unproductive things while Drow was free farming.
Yeah.
So that's
I
the good
mean-
news. Still maintains a 2k net worth lead over the second highest in the game. Unfortunately for the Radiant at this point, that's Bloodseeker, which probably should not have been allowed to get there. But that debacle in the GG jungle really allowed him to come back
They need
from
to
what
like
was
re-smoke and go in their jungle again. I don't think like what they're doing right now is just counterproductive. Like
Yeah,
they're
you
just
can't
like
farm.
walking.
If you farm as a Radiant this game, you're gonna get outscaled. Huskar can't farm at all to begin with, so he shouldn't be doing this. Elsie cares about duels and nothing else, so she shouldn't be doing this. Drow can farm, and that's just great, but everybody else just hanging out in the jungle here is doing themselves nothing but a disservice. Gonna be doing the first Tormentor here on the part of the Radiant. Shura is gonna go to the Snapfire, who now has the cool cookies.
I should reset and just walk in or pressure the tower. Ideally, you would pressure the tower and one person would be like near in their jungle to break.
Sure, just hitting lands. As predicted, Huskar is still at the bottom of the net worth chart trying to do this. Has not significantly helped him at all.
I mean, they're just not playing aggressive. This draw needs to farm the enemy jungle. Farming their own jungle is not good.
I mean, this Huskar certainly needs to be farming the jungle, the enemy jungle, if nobody else is. He's playing way too passively.
I think Huskar just hits the tower, honestly. Like, this tower is just like been unprotected for like so long. It's just waiting to go down. Like, just take it down.
Got a D-ward here.
Dire structures
Speedy
are
rune of
Three
haste.
TPs, three
Immediately
TPs.
Rainbow TPs.
When
I
Sean,
guess
no,
this
you
is
just,
why they don't want to pressure these towers, because every time they do, 5 people
you
TP to
just,
them.
you just hit high ground now. You just hit high ground and just wait for them.
Ember Spirit's coming out, immediately got the Drow.
Oh, the duel?
Yeah, this is the aforementioned duel I was talking about. They're doing a
What a
really good job.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
the wall!
Yeah, the wall. No.
The kisses or
Yeah, kiss is very late. No, that's not what you're supposed to do. You cannot duel the Bloodseeker. You just can't do that. You have to duel the Ember, or you're gonna lose every fight. At this point now, he's gotten so
Ember
much
just kind
money.
of walked through them. Like, I don't know what happened.
This is a coordination factor. They're
Thanks for playing Dota 2.
they have a good draft, but it's like they don't understand what the good side of this draft is.
I think they just lagged the execution. The execution was
Yeah.
like really bad. Like they had a board and everything.
Y'all kind of just grouped up for all of Darkseer's spells.
They had a cliff forward, seeing everyone, and still the fight went that bad.
I don't understand how Drow is getting hit by Darkseer spells. Like, she shouldn't be in that deep, right? Like, surely?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She also needs a Hurricane Pike really bad, which she
Yeah.
is getting.
Yeah, that's good. These guys can't be the ones to get initiated on, though. I mean, that's part of it. Oh my
I
god.
still think it was fine, but they just all
Oh
kind
my god.
of stayed in the wall for too long.
Expectation.
I think this Techies got like a 2-3 man blast off or something.
Yeah. Oh, bad news for techies. We'll not be getting any future blast offs.
I mean, this is not a hard push as long as you just do that, you know?
You always were up.
Rage is getting tipped by Carp. G2 top finally goes down.
Should really go for Roche. They have a Huskar on the team.
LC going BKB here. 104 dual damage at this point.
Huskar just needs to go bottom right now, take the Roche, but he's not gonna. That's what he should be doing instead of farming.
Hurricane Pike now out on the Drow Ranger. Is now able to shoot this tower from outside of its range, which is funny. They know roughly where Ember Spirit's going to be entering this fight from, if a fight does indeed break out here. Drow pings herself. Drow pings herself again.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You need to be careful about the rupture.
Oh my god, Drow now. Oh my god, Huskar, no!
Okay, Oscar got
Okay.
Rupture, but that's the wrong
Yeah, that's...
Rupture target.
Yeah, that's not great.
His
Who is
Pugna
this
is just
duel
healing
on?
him.
Oh no, it's on the Bloodseeker again!
Okay, he dies though.
Cannot continue. Oh, they actually got the Darkseer here. Oh no,
Oh,
no.
the Surge. Pugna did so much in
Oh.
that fight.
Nice. Actually, great play by the
This
Ember. in this
Pugna is
fight.
such a problem.
Unfortunately, you can't say unironically, I think, that that was anything but a defeat for the Radiant, especially now losing the Snapfire, presumably. I mean, it's just as simple as this.
Oh?
Dire's middle
Okay,
tower
okay.
There's one man on this team. Duel them one man. You can duel the Darkseer too if you get desperate. Duel the supports if you find him offside. You can't duel the Bloodseeker. He means so little this game.
I think even the Techies duel is fine, because the
Yeah.
Techie is doing a lot of damage. Like, with this blast off on mines. It's a lot.
The fight recap only shows what happened to Snapfire. You just can't keep going the Bloodseeker. It's like the
The
worst duel
Techies
target on
did-
the team.
attack.
Bro, the Techies have,
Radiant's
like,
middle tower is under
almost
attack.
the same damage as Ember.
It's like the Bloodseeker is going to be who you want to do one day, but it's so far out from that time at this point.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
you just
is
need to
under
find the
attack.
Techies, honestly. Ember is kind of harder to find, but Techies would be easier.
2k gold advantage still with the Cryptic lineup. Huskar still trying to farm here.
Never refuse gold.
And the GG jungle.
Dire are scanning.
The interesting thing is Ember Spirit is not in any capacity building around the LC either. He's got no basic ability to even survive in the duel. You get him in and you drop an ability on him, he's dead, yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And if you hear the phrase, he's the highest net worth on the enemy team, and you guaranteed kill him if you duel, you always want to duel. You do not. I don't know. I don't know, it's tilting me a little, guys. I'm gonna cry watching this. Split up here. Oh, well, never mind. Oh my god.
They stole him. It's a free duel.
They are worried that there's going to be too much reprisal at this point.
They're just gonna let the draw.
Oh, the
Die.
match!
I mean, yeah.
It's dead. Oh, unfortunate.
Oh! The heals!
This is so good! This is so
Pugna!
The
good!
heals! He's solo carrying the game.
Here comes the duel I was talking about! Most of their damage is in here, but... He's so dead! He's so dead!
Big
Oh my god, finally!
Pugna.
Drow died, but...
This Pugna's way too good.
Techies
dude.
bottom.
Like, without that Pugna, it's literally like 5 for 0.
Yeah.
The draw is a big kill though.
Yeah, they do get the big kill on Drow, unfortunately. A lot of people are too dead to get anything from it, but...
Yeah, they're too dead to push now. That's also the thing.
Well worth it. Did feel like that came late. It did feel like it came, like... They are doing the right thing now, but it feels like it's quite delayed, and that fight might only even happen with Drow like 3 HP.
I mean, this Pugna is just solo carrying this game.
Flash of inspiration. Flash of inspiration.
2 flashes of inspiration.
Inspiration. Flash of inspiration.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This Pugna is like the lowest net worth and still has like
Radiant are
top like two like top 2 impact in terms of like 10 players in this game.
Speaking of net worth, it's starting to get very disproportionately in favor of the Dire. The only Radiant hero above their Dire counterparts is the Drow Ranger. LC has fallen behind quite considerably. Huskar is gone. Huskar almost has support net worth. All that farming has not availed him. He's got his Ags at least, which is nice. The taunt's going to be another good wave to get the Ember Spirit here. They're gonna Rosh, and it seems like they're doing this no warning at all.
It's bad actually. They really need this Roshan. I don't know. This Huskar never solo Rosh. Kind of really bad actually. Like if you're gonna pick Huskar, you at least do this, you know.
Space created. True space has been created.
They can clearly come back out of this. Like Roxy team can easily come back.
Yeah, no, at this point I have to favor the Roxy team.
Yeah.
Honestly. I don't think it's a comeback so much. They are technically down the gold. But I believe XP chart, they are also down 2 levels. But at this point it doesn't really matter. I think they've just let too much go by play alone. Bloodseeker hits on this wave, immediately runs to T2 because you know what's going to happen to him more than likely.
There's a big kill.
Okay, okay, good.
He didn't pop the blade mail.
Not going
Yeah.
too well. Oh, the wall again!
Oh, this is really bad. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's not like him dropping the blade mail means anything anyway, because he has
He
the
would've-
magic
he-
immunity.
He could have died.
Magic immunity stops blade mail damage.
Yeah, but it was about to run out maybe. Because he has a 6-second.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Technically, it's a debuff immunity now. But
Under attack.
True.
Yeah.
But you understand what I mean in any capacity.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Radiant's
attack.
middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, rip to the techies.
Middle tower is under attack.
Gets eliminated from the existence.
pretty good, kind of neuters their push a bit.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was talking about with the LC being the only one going in. Huskar doesn't really go in, I think, unless he's
No,
just like
he's-
in your
he's-
face already.
He's still got support now. Where that spill in the GG jungle was so, like that spill up there
He's just trying to kind of farm camps. Like
Yeah.
this hero doesn't farm camps. Like
No, you gotta just kill.
you need to pressure towers, and if you're not pressing towers, you need to take Roche. You know, like.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the that spill in the GG jungle early on in the game had like the most notable negative influence on Huskar's mindset for the rest of this game. You know, you remember what I was talking about with the morale in the last game. After that happened, Huskar was like, well, I can never kill anybody on that team ever again. He's playing very defensively outside of the 3 and under club. Of course, Rao has pretty good reason to be defensive after that. I mean, she shouldn't have been in that situation to begin with, to be frank.
The twins.
Radiant's bottom
But,
tower is under attack.
Yeah, it just made Huskar so gun-shy.
Oh, Radiant's
Really
bottom
let it get to
tower is
him, and
under
it's been
attack.
making his game suffer ever since.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Radiant structures
Radiant's
are
bottom
fortified.
tower is under attack. Oh man, what? Get up on it.
Surprisingly,
Radiant is fortified.
Fire is not winning the space race.
Middle tower just took a big beating.
Radiant's
It's
bottom
gone.
tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Way to go.
Oh,
Radiant's
Pages.
bottom tower is completely
Rest in
gone.
peace. I'll see, he still has as much dual damage as last time we looked, like 10 minutes ago.
Hard
TP's
part's
well
gonna be
down.
high ground. Like, how does Radiant go high ground? It's like.
No, not at this point. If Radiant had, if Huskar and LC were still scary, maybe. Maybe we'd be talking about something, but, like, yeah.
Huskar's paper. Like, high ground is just not possible with Darkseer. And like the
Yeah, I mean,
amount
it's
of
like-
hope that
It
Ember
really is just going to be, like, high ground is going to be Pugna hits Q on the tower over and over until it dies, and that's it.
Yeah, but if he says far, he's just gonna die. Like,
Roxy line up playing very carefully around LC as well. You notice every time somebody gets even close to vision, they're always like considering their position. Very rarely does somebody do a wave and then stay even anywhere nearby. It's often hit an objective, go behind tower. Oh, now Rada is about to get the power of irony. Tries to TP out. Does not make it.
it's looking pretty over. I'll be honest.
Just end.
Oscar next to fall.
There's a paper I was talking
Page just expires.
I think they just didn't know how to execute their lineup.
No.
They had a lot of like strong points during this game. Like in mid game, Drow was way ahead of everyone else, and then
Yeah, no. Yeah, they tried to play it too defensively. I don't know what has made them
you
think that
remember
they're
that time
outscaling
when
the
they
enemy.
just like went top and then walked all the way to their jungle and like did nothing in that time? Like that was such a waste of time. Instead of that, if just like Huskar went to take Roche or something, while Drow was farming the enemy jungle or something.
Just got wrecked.
I don't know.
Shoutouts to Iceman and Space Cowboy who have joined this by not saying anything.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is fallen.
No. Mef's butterfly. That's actually really crabby. Doesn't get that for 4 minutes. Pugna thinks about snagging the Wisdom Rune. But he's scared about mines that aren't there. Oh, this is the clever way to go about it. No! Pugna! Pugna, get the rune! Pugna! No!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Guys, Pugna not get the rune.
Got it.
Boy,
Maybe.
No, it's...
tower's getting hit.
Pugna!
Maybe not.
Pugna, oh my god, no!
Those little rascals.
You hate to see it.
Rada's dead again at least.
Roll out on the
maybe not.
dying. He almost get the Bloodseeker, but he gets the kill on the. Oh man!
Oh. Okay.
Oh my god!
The Pugna? Giving it up?
That's
This
where
Pugna has a Giga Chad.
Rada.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's good. Holy crap. Well, there's no reason that fight should have gone as well
Those
as it did.
heals just won the fight.
Yeah, those heals were awesome. Meth's positioning in that was really smart as well. They don't have a great ability to jump the little border here, unless they want to commit Ember Spirit to going into your base, which is a hard thing to stomach in any case. So Meth just stood in the perfect position, just shut him out, and he just gets that Wisdom Rune that Cryptic should have gotten. He might have been a major part of how they were able to stand up in that fight, but unfortunately,
Huskar died in that fight though, right? Yeah.
Yaskar died. There is no dual win. So for the Radiant, it still doesn't mean that much.
They can come back on the Drow team, but like
It's so hard.
the problem is Huskar's never gonna have a game.
Dire's
Like it's
top
just
tower is under
it's just never happening. That's the sad part.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And of course, as tradition, though Drow Ranger is one of the heroes where this is lesser the case, of course, as usual, any sufficient advantage you get, Darkseer's going to be able to turn that around on you. Now, of course, like the Huskar, the Drow doesn't shoot, the fake Drow doesn't shoot the Frost Arrows. I don't believe it gets any benefit from marksmanship either. That's a downside. But he is still going to be able to make a pretty fat right-click and Drow sooner than later. Okay. This is a good start. They're just going to immediately evaporate Pugna.
Pretty good kill to go high ground.
Yep. They almost even
Yeah,
got
they-
his courier.
If they take a fight while that guy's dead, they will win it.
Just base kiss it and go high ground. 47 seconds, no Pugna.
Can buy.
Wonder if they'll do it. Yeah, they could buy. Then just get out.
Bloodseeker close to the nullifier. It's gonna help him get the decrypt targets.
They're not even gonna force it. Kinda interesting.
Alright, 90-minute game, here we come.
It's kinda... I don't know. A lot of hesitation on these teams to go high ground.
Yeah. Bloodseeker, okay. Just gonna pop BKB and be alright. Fortunately for Drow at this point, she still doesn't have anything that really can hit a magic. Sorry, a debuff immune target. Not any good options either.
Roche is up.
Bloodseeker got this Lincoln Sphere as if he couldn't be any worse of a target. And speaking of targets, it's very interesting to me that after losing Roche once already, the Radiant lineup isn't even considering the possibility. They haven't put vision up, they haven't done nothing. They're smoking out, but they're smoking out going north. They're taking back their own jungle. They just walked into minefield side and Rada doesn't understand this ability and died. Well, that's tragic. That's not what you want to have happen. They certainly can't contest the Roche now.
Yeah, but unfortunate.
But once again, Ember Spirit takes Aegis. Bloodseeker takes Aegis.
That's what they were waiting for.
Hope people learn how to deal with that minefield sign soon. Drow running past his living room like there's going to be any other opportunity for anyone to take it. Oh, never mind. She thought better of it than me. Does Solo Tormentor give Hugna a free shard? They do have Glyph for this, and they are going to elect to use it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Man, you might as well
See,
take
up at
that
5.
because Radiant just fortified their structures.
Techi's just laying out mines right outside the Radiant base so they can't possibly counterattack. And electing to not go uphill. Great. Well, the Ember Spirit just got Lincoln Sphere, so any hope you might have had about dueling him is officially gone now. You don't really have a lot to break that Lincoln Sphere either, outside of the Pugna ult, and that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it literally is just the Pugna ult, Drow's Hurricane Pike, the Huskar ult. That's it. And I don't think you want to use any of those things. I guess you could also use the Snapfire Force Staff. But still very hard to get rid of that Lincoln's. Should get fast forward a live game. Drow finish Satanic.
Deer just needs to man up, just go in. Vacuum wall.
Pugna and Ember Spirit high five.
There we go.
Yeah, he heard you. He heard your game is rigged.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is very rough.
Bye back. Nice.
Huskar goes in,
One shield.
immediately getting cut down. Drow takes the Aegis off of Ember, but it's kind of hard to see her being able to do much else.
Draw is dead.
Oh, she has positioned herself very well around this.
Get the Rex.
Radiant's bottom barracks are getting torn apart. Man, I'm pissed. Radiant's bottom barracks are gone up.
2 buybacks. Can still keep going.
Trying to desperately get out of town. Now Slove's a satanic to play with.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Jeez, Radiant's middle tower just got wrecked.
Yeah, Stra's kind of deadly right now. Ember will come back on this round. Yeah.
Hey, you're right! They don't even have the T2 top. Actually, pretty close to full health. Only missing about a fifth of it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There's a gigantic wave here
Radiant's
somehow,
top
though.
tower is under attack.
Biggest wave in all of history, look at that.
Radiant's top
Holy
tower
crap,
is
what
under
happened?
attack.
Oh my god!
Cheese.
Roxy almost died at eat his cheese. Okay, everybody gets to,
You.
the vacuum combo kind of went out of order there. Yeah, that was really awkward. That was an awesome vacuum, but unfortunately the wall came after everybody was already out of it.
Yeah, the wall was pretty late.
It's like he didn't expect to get it.
And the better way to do it would be place it like on the stairs, so they just walk up to it.
By the way, if you're wondering exactly how much a Huskar is worth, it's less than a Snapfire or a Techies.
Yep.
I just want to stress again that the Huskar jungling campaign, it did not work out for him at all. Hey, worst comes to worst, at least accept your place and just follow around the LC and just help her get like really quick dual wins, right? Like, you know, you can make a dual win happen in just a second as a Huskar. You know, just jump whoever's getting dueled, they just die.
I think it's possible if they got like quick kills, but like they wasted a lot of time like walking through their jungle and just like not getting anything.
That's true, but I mean, they wasted exactly as much time going for the camps and getting nothing, so you know how that goes.
I mean, I'm not arguing that also. Like half the time was also wasted on that, but like
Huh? Not flagging or what?
Hmm?
You just gusted nothing.
oh.
Techies. Yeah, take a bit of
That's fine.
abuse to grow.
Sadly for the Radiant, they don't really.
What are we doing here?
I don't know.
I feel like if they try to uphill, they can die to draw. Like, it's kind of the issue. They're probably waiting on Aegis.
This game is never gonna end. Oh no! It's okay. He's still gonna go down.
Stra's like, Stra's super difficult to push uphill into. Like, that's the issue.
Now going for an Aghanim Scepter on the draw. Gonna try to sneak the courier in, I believe.
Need to hit one of those IQ walls again. Gonna wait for the techies though.
Oop, oop, oop. Oh no, the courier's taking a more dangerous path. Didn't make it. Operation Get the Point Booster has been accomplished. Downside is that Drow Ranger neither has the money or the time to buy back.
I should just go Rapier at this point.
Yeah, there
Like
you
you
go.
have healed from Pugna, you have Satanic. This is the best time to go Rapier, probably.
I will be fair enough to say I would probably also go the Ags Blessing before the Rapier in this game.
Radiant are scanning.
I don't think you'll have enough gold. At some point they're just gonna go high ground.
You say that. When? I'm waiting, homeboy.
Before she gets Rapier,
It would
probably.
be completely ridiculous to try to uphill without Aegis. Like, you'd just die to draw.
Unfortunately, it's gonna
the
be
greatest way to- It's the greatest way to throw this game, I think.
at least 10 more seconds before Roche could come up. Not even close.
If there's one thing they definitely have learned in the last couple fights,
2
is
minutes.
that Shroud's way more powerful than like any of their heroes. Like he's level 28 almost. Their highest hero is 24. So like, it's a very strong hero, and it's a difficult hero to high ground against. Just to kind of compound that issue. So they do need an Aegis.
It's gonna be a long wait for Roche.
I think it's hard, but like you can still do it. Yeah, you have the tools to do it.
Sure, but it's like riskier because you'd rather take the 6v5 and like.
It's
maybe
definitely
try to
riskier,
up
but
them
then
out.
you, the other thing is you just give the draw time to farm rapier or
Yeah.
something.
That's true.
They should probably just wait for the next Roche and just go.
110, by the
Yeah.
way, till that's happening.
That's what they're gonna do, right?
Yeah.
They'll go with this next rush and either they'll win the game or they won't, and probably not win the
And we'll
game.
go like 70 minutes.
Yeah. It's so hard for the... I mean, if you look at the buybacks, everybody on Dire has buybacks. Well, actually no, they've bought out, a lot of them have, since last time I looked at this chart.
Yeah, the draw almost has it.
So it's like, even if the Radiant wins the next fight, it's still going to be a very long time before they're able to do anything. I mean, just some things to point out, for example, LC has not won a duel in half of this game. The last time she won a duel, it was the first digit of that timer said 2. Still sitting at 104 duel damage, so she is completely out of this game. Huskar is completely out of this game.
Scanning.
This is rough. Huskar is the second lowest net worth in the entire game. I don't mean core, I mean hero. You hate to see it. Drow Egg's blessing is here.
I think it's really important to time rush, because like if you know when it's gonna be up, you can probably go for like some smoke kills or something, knowing that they wouldn't be rushing.
Spot it right now, perhaps. It is up.
Yeah, it's up now.
Once again, the Roche is going to be going down uncontested.
Yeah,
3 Roches this game, 0 contests.
I mean they have a Huskar lineup. It's just so crazy to me. This Huskar, like minute 24 was like nowhere near Roche. I think at that point the first Roche went down to Dire. I think like 24 minutes.
The Dire now get a free axe, which Bloodseeker's going to take so he can bleed everywhere. They do have a Tormentor.
Also gets
They're
that
gonna
silly little first shield. It's fun.
Gonna get the cooler overwhelming odds for LC, which used to be a pretty good shard and is now completely useless. They are going to not just charge right down the dead lane for no reason.
Yeah, at least there's that.
And Bloodseeker got the axe from Roche, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting decision not to stick it on the Undying.
You just need to back wall or like normal, just even normal punch to draw or something.
There we go.
Normal punch into back into wall into.
Drow's on her little podium here. Not gonna stay for long. Ember Spirit is getting hammered. Ember Spirit's already
Okay.
lost his Aegis.
Yeah,
Wonder.
that's not looking great. That's not good.
The LC just won a duel.
This is super not good.
Nobody's hitting the drow. This is so weird.
And
Oh, okay, dude.
Don't target Carve. Target
yeah, he doesn't do anything.
Oh no.
Thanks for playing Dota 2.
Even E.
That's
Even
a
he wants to
dieback.
join the Dead
That's
Guys
a
Club.
dieback. No, that's a dieback, bro.
What is this?
Your email number.
Bro, target the drow ranger, please.
That's a dieback. Oh
Diva,
no,
my
no.
friend. Diva.
I don't know why you just blink in. Just blink in and back wall. Like,
Yeah.
instead he got hit by a draw E and like just stood there.
Can't believe
That's
it. I
so
did
sad.
not think we were going to end this game with another 2 for LC, to be honest with you.
Middle tower's under
Here we
Let's go
are.
tier 4 after this.
That force field leads me to believe that Dire
That's a glyph is very,
Oh man, what? Get
very
Okay, 2
optimistic.
buybacks.
Yep.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower's under attack.
Don't have the dark seer. They really need the dark seer.
Yeah. Well, they don't just need the Dark Sphere, they need the Dark Sphere to have abilities up.
So hit the tier 4.
I guess he does at least.
Go. No hesitation.
Looks like Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh no. That
Dro's
force
getting so
staff.
ballsy.
No mana.
Huskar avoiding everything here.
Adam against the world.
Yeah. Pugna God.
Tower just took a big beating.
With the mana.
Dire's middle tower's under attack.
Should be GG.
Imagine if the game ends like this.
Probably
Everybody
will.
on the Dire alive just has to watch.
Probably will.
Disarm.
Okay, Techie's in.
The minefield.
Minefield, yeah.
Dead.
He has buyback.
Oh
Nope.
my god. No way.
Wait, they all have buyback.
Double kill.
They all have buyback.
Top tower's under attack.
Well, that was unfortunate. With no magic resist or immunity at all, the Techie's
Right.
minefield sign is ridiculously lethal.
You're gonna do this again?
Yep. Ah, expelled from the Netherlands.
Pretty insane game.
Shoutouts to Mr. MF Mike. Who's the Huskar that's Warcarp?
Yeah, that's true. Everyone's name
Are
is
they gonna
that
buy back? What is this?
thing.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Dro.
Just buy back?
No buyback. Okay. So yeah,
Finally.
Radiant's middle barracks are as good as gone.
they can just back now, and they just wasted all their
Time
buybacks.
for next Roche?
Ah! Do you think anybody would even notice if I just tabbed out and if...
Dude, it's fine. It's not even like a boring game. I know you hate long games for some reason, but
What do you mean it's not a boring game? Everyone's just throwing back and forth. Nobody's making cool plays. Except Cryptic. Shoutouts to Cryptic.
Cryptic.
And Meth is doing okay as well. Everybody else is just like... not winning.
Cryptic is winning.
Twins. For the twins.
Smoked out here. Once again, the 3 and under club just smoking out. Scanning Roche. They have no idea when Roche is going up or down.
Of invisibility.
Rada has walked into the whole team here.
oh, okay.
This is interesting. There is no Drow Ranger in this fight. I'd just like to point that out.
Yeah.
And
Even
there's
Diesel
still-
died anyway.
Even D's dead. Okay.
Adam's not hit at
Okay.
all.
Let's die back on Huskar.
Double kill.
Oh,
Bash,
no bashes. Damn. And Pugna just walks away.
Huskar for the Darkseer is probably a completely okay trade at this point, realistically.
Pugna doesn't have TP, by the way, so he has to kind of awkwardly walk back.
Yeah,
And he's gonna die if he walks up to mines. Oh, okay.
yeah, he's thought about that, so he's just healing on a
Yeah.
creep. Meth no longer in first place in the net worth chart. Bloodseeker's not taking over. Not like at this
Darkseer,
point
yeah.
it means much of anything, because they're both 6 slotted.
I'm just gonna wait for Roche.
Yep.
Risk high ground.
This is
Probably
the
shouldn't
real thing I
risk
hate
high
is
ground.
the no action at all waiting 5 minutes for Roche.
Makes sense. Don't wanna...
Roxy?
Oh no.
Nice,
Okay.
fine. Once again, BKB just completely stops Drow from 1v1ing him. Can scare the
Wait, let's
bejesus
see
out of
here.
Bloodseeker, but
They had a rupture there. Maybe could have turned around.
Interestingly, Drow's going for a Daedalus instead of going for Rapier here.
A rapier.
I don't think I can down to that. I think you just, if you're going for damage, just get the Rapier. I like Ember Spirit's T5 unpopped item.
Yeah, that's true. We got 6 unit items. Let's go.
Nullifier coming out on him as well. Stygian Desolator coming out here. Nullifier, by the way, is up on the Bloodseeker, if anybody was wondering that. Mirror Shield comes out on techies.
Bloodseeker has a force boots. Okay.
Cryptic's gonna die on a warding mission.
That's a dieback. That's
a big dieback.
really bad, actually.
Do they know where Meph is? No, they don't.
This is. It's gonna be game over, actually.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
If they just go now, they should know it's a dieback.
Find Adam here. We're not gonna get any stuns.
You've gone on instead.
Big back.
Duel pops on the Lincoln Spear on the Bloodseeker.
Didn't Broden get forced to high ground?
Oh my god. Trow lived that somehow. Oscar did not, but
I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of over. Yeah.
Meph is dead. Yeah,
GG.
that's
Unstoppable.
alrighty. There you go.
Cryptic calls it G's, we're going home, finally. Well, that was, it was a good defensive effort and a good attempt to turn things around there, but none of that could overcome the execution issues that plagued the first half of this game. Huskar killing creep camps in the jungle is a very bad look. That's really as simple as it gets.
Try harder.
The LC, dual choices in a lot of the early fights, the decision to just try and duel the Bloodseeker, especially, it's like the Bloodseeker is a low net worth core at the point he's doing this. Most of his fights, he starts out by just rupturing somebody. That's all he really needs to do, is just hit all of his buttons. The LC duel comes out after all the Bloodseeker buttons are hit, just to make it like doubly redundant, just to make it doubly not good for her. I think that's really the two things. It's like, the way it all came out, it just didn't come together. So Tale of Two drafts, you know, the first round, they had a very bad draft, but at least it seemed like they understood what they were going for here. In this draft, it's like, they had a really good draft, but it's like they didn't get it at all. I don't know. Again, a good defensive effort. I think a lot of good strategic decisions in the second half of this game on the part of the Cryptic team. But the execution of the first half was just such a letdown. They had such a mountain to climb. They climbed and climbed and climbed. They just couldn't reach the peak. And it would be a lot sadder. No, it is a lot sadder, because it's a mountain of their own creation. Anything else to add to that?
No, I mean, as you said, I mean, Huskar need to take early rushes.
Yeah.
Like, you're a Huskar. You need to, like, instantly
You need to
go
play
rush.
Huskar. He wasn't playing Huskar.
Yeah,
He was
you
playing.
need to play Huskar, exactly.
He was playing that hero like he was playing like a sniper or something. I don't know. If you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg today to sign up. It's too late to get into this season, but it's not too late to stand in. Not too late for the queues that are popping all over the place. And we'll see you next time with whatever happens.